I took a photo accidentally. I'll delete it. Don't worry.
Okay.
So we got cut out there because the storage. But so that concludes the '60s. That was good.
Well, not
So-
quite, because it doesn't conclude the '60s. Early
Oh, okay.
'60s, I actually came to California from Buffalo after I graduated. I wanted to leave the cold Northeast and come to California. It was warm. That was the motivation.
That was okay.
And I drove across the country, and when I got here, I had to work. So I worked 3 jobs at the same time. This is before law school. And I was selling real estate. I got a salesman's license. I was teaching speed reading, which today I don't even know if they do anymore. I took a course in speed reading, and then I worked for a company teaching it to people. And the most interesting thing I did is I was a probation officer for Los Angeles County. And that was really fascinating. I would sleep at a probation camp 3 days a week with all types of people, and counsel them, supervise them. That was really very rewarding and prepared me for living in a diverse world, probably more than growing up in Brooklyn even. It was really an eye-opener. And then I applied to law school, and I went to UCLA Law.
Beautiful. Nice.
And you can see my
Interesting,
diploma
yeah.
behind me,
Yeah.
which is very unusual because it has the graduation year of '66, but if you look closely at it, it's signed by Arnold Schwarzenegger. You'd have to say, well, that's an anachronism, and it actually is. But I got that many years later because I didn't have a JD, a Doctor of Jurisprudence. I got it when I graduated. A year later, they put it into effect. So I got an updated degree, and he signed it. So it's dated '66 with Schwarzenegger's signature. Is kind of interesting.
That's pretty cool. All right, so here we're gonna go on to the '70s questions, and like the first one is right off the bat. What were you doing at the time, and what were your thoughts about the Nixon Watergate scandal? Was it a big event then, as it is portrayed now?
Well, I think one of your questions you asked me before we started was things that I remember about history, and I talked about a couple things already.